Boom. We got water on the surface, fire at the core. Mars gives way to higher roads, aligned with divine destiny. Let's talk about it. Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekule or Ekaro, depending on if you're catching this forecast 9 minutes past your 9 o'clock hour, or if you're catching it a few minutes past 6 a.m. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. And I'm sorry I have to begin tonight's show on a somber note, but I just received word from my fellow brother's Facebook post, another brother in the radio world. Shout out to Said Keeler of the Conscious Mindset. The radio world, especially in Houston, has just taken a loss. Baba OBIDIKE KAMAU has joined the ancestors. Those of you that have been listening to my 6 o'clock poetry show, Rhyme the Underground Gospel, have heard a lot of his poems. And he was a very important figure in the Houston radio family. And he gave me a lot of encouragement when I first began my journey with 222.9 The Mothership. He was one of the very first to record a spot, a liner. He was one of the very first to submit his poetry to be played on the airwaves when I needed content. And he just gave me encouragement to pursue my vision of my place on the airwaves. And I'm just a little devastated right now to receive word that he went to the other side. So before I go on with tonight's show, I would like to just take a moment and have a moment of silence for Baba OBIDIKE KAMAU. We love you. We thank you. Your contribution to the radio world will always be remembered. You will always have a place on my airwaves. And may the ancestors embrace you warmly. So here we go. We're going to have a moment of silence for Baba OBIDIKE KAMAU, who I'd like to refer to as one of my radio uncles, if you will. But he was a very encouraging person, very warm person, very loving person, and not to mention, he was one of the first to give me a sacred pen, too. I guess he got tired of me stealing his. But let's just have a moment of silence for OBIDIKE KAMAU. Here we go. Thank you. EKUSE HINDE. And if you will, since tomorrow is a divine masculine day anyway, join me at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for a poetry tribute show to Baba OBIDIKE KAMAU, who had some really good poetry, and I'm playing in rotation on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, wherever the divine masculine is. But tomorrow night, I'm going to dedicate the poetry hour to OBIDIKE KAMAU's memory. Ashe. How do I even go on with this broadcast as normal? I guess by continuing to follow the number one rule of radio. No dead air. All right. So we're winding down this Wednesday evening. I'm going to go ahead and recap Wednesday so that those that are listening at 6 a.m. are not talking too much about yesterday. And we had water on the surface and fire on the core on your moon-ruled, Yemanja venerated moon day. The day vibrated on a 6, a 15-6, and I noticed that the days of the week have been lining up with the daily numerology. For example, it's the 15th of the month, and the day vibrates on a 15-6. And 6 is the number sacred to Shango, and Shango is the Orisha of fire, the divine masculine essence of the fire and the passion within that's needed for intense transformation. As fire consumes everything it touches, transforms it into ash, the ash goes into soil, the soil turns over to grow a new crop. And the water is already there to water it here on the moon day of the mothership, because moon day deals with the waters, deals with the emotions, deals with the inner tides and all of those things. And so I'm really hoping that you've taken this time to align your emotions with the fire in your core so that your experiences can be a part of your positive transformation. I am broadcasting live from 7 portals. That would be from my Twitter. If you aren't already, follow on Twitter. If you aren't already, like, share, and subscribe to my Facebook page so you will not only get your nightly mystic forecast and your 12 o'clock daily orbit, you will also get poetry, diary entries, and other visual aspects of 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. I am also broadcasting from 3 Facebook pages: my iiiYansaje Muse Facebook page, the 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio Facebook page, and my Tuesdaily only spot, the Paradopultis, complete with the matching Instagram 2229 Tools Days. And of course, I am cruising the airwaves of 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled, where we are listening to a smooth jazz Marion Meadows rendition of Deep Waters. And Deep Waters is representative of Yemanja, Olokun, Mamiwata, and all the other entities that represent the Almighty God as the spirit of water. It's the 4th moon day of winter solstice and the last moon day of sea goat season. So all you Capricorns, go ahead and get your turn up on the last few days of your season, because in another few days it will be time for the water bucket, people, and the Aquarians will take over. And I'm here to help all of them turn up. And why not? Because when your zodiac season comes around, you know you're going to want to turn up and want the world to turn up with you. And you should, because all life is worth celebrating. So why not use astrology to be another part of that, huh? Why not? The moon tonight is waxing in the last house of Pisces. And with that energy, aligned with the fire in the core and the emotions on the surface, You want to kind of increase your spiritual knowledge, your intuitiveness. Many of you are having a lot of dreams in which the heavens are speaking to you. Write those down so when their interpretations come later, you'll already have that at hand. Increase your spiritual knowledge through the releasing of fear of self belief. Because cowardice, fear, those things are very taboo to the Orisha Shango, because he is the very essence of courage. And sometimes courage, you need that extra courage, especially when you're dealing with the fleeting whirlwinds and the waves and rivers of the emotions. You got about 2 hours and some change to work all that out before the clock strikes 12, before Yemanja passes that time clock to Ogun, and Moonday's emotion shifts into Tuesday, which drops the E and just leave motion, because Mars is action driven, especially with this Tuesday to come, because these actions are based on higher roads. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and you are listening to 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Green vegetations, plant magic, Iba Ogun, Iba Onile. Green vegetations, plant magic, Iba Ogun, Iba Onile, Iba Ochoosi, heart chakra, jazz, voices of the fathers, Mars. Welcome to Tuesdays on the Mothership, 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. In case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo, and now the forecast on your one-woman radio station, 222.9, the Mothership. So, we're going in from the 15th into the 16th of January 2024. And before I go any further, even though I'm coated in all this green, don't get it twisted, I am one of the Sisters of the Blue. So I'm going to give a shout out and a very, very happy Founders Day to the lovely, beautiful sorors of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, as we will be celebrating our Founders Day on the 16th. Ashe. Z-Phi so sweet. So this one's from my sorors all the way across the planet. Happy 104th. And let's keep them coming. All right. So the daily numerology aligns with the day of the month, the 16th, and it aligns with the 16-7. In Orisha tradition, 16 is the number sacred to Ifa, or Rumila, the Orisha of the highest destiny. And when you align the highest destiny with the open road of Ogun, that's some unstoppable action energy coming on this day. So make sure you take advantage of that, and make sure that your each and every move, thought, act, word, and deed are set in intention to your highest destiny and helping others align with theirs. 7 is also the number of completion. So in order for you to stay on the highest road to your destiny, be clear on what things have to end in order for your road to stay clear of debris. It's the fourth Tuesday of winter solstice and the last one of Capricorn season. And the moon is waxing in fire. So Shango did not go away from Monday, night 6. Jumped on the moon and set it ablaze with the moon waxing and the first house of Aries. And that's the unbridled drive, the Mars energy, with a Mars ruled day and a divine masculine ruled Orisha. And so when you're dealing with all that masculine energy, that deals a lot with forward drive, with taking action, with taking initiative. And you make sure you take advantage of all of that, because whoever you are, if you're listening to this, you deserve to be present in the moment and take intentional actions towards building your highest road. Ogun is driving you forward, so go ahead on and hit the gas. And the fire is on the moon. The Orisha of Destiny is aligned up in the numerology with the 16. So destiny and action go hand in hand every day, but definitely more so today. Some of you that have been working very hard on things, expect some very, very positive news concerning your efforts. Something's going to come about where the universe is going to let you know that your hard work has not been in vain. So just keep pushing, keep being intentional, and allow yourself to enjoy the blaze of taking action. Ashe, ashe. We are in the middle of Capricorn season's third decan, and that means that if you were born between the 11th and the 22nd of this month, you are actually half Virgo. So that's really some energy of putting in at work. In the Kemetic way of the stars, we're in the season of Moon Ra until the 21st. And in the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are in the season of the baobab tree until February 3rd. If you'd like to know more about the various astrology systems, then make sure that you sign the email list in that lovely Ogun care package that I put in this video's description box. Ashe, ashe. And if January 16th is your solar return, then happy solar return. May the ancestors, may Olodumare, may the Orisha, and whatever spirit guides in the faith in which you practice, as long as it's leading to the higher road of God, baby, bless you with many, many more, filled with Bobo Ire. And what does Bobo Ire mean? Many blessings. But it still doesn't mean I'm not going to do a little bit of zodiac dry snitching on you now. If you were born on January 16th, you have courage, ambition, and singleness of purpose. You are sincere and just, and you should marry young. Do not try to analyze the motives and emotions of your love, and you will be sure of great happiness. You know, Capricorns do be trying to overanalyze stuff sometimes. I'm sorry to call y'all out. Y'all analyze the lines on a leaf on a tree. Y'all analyze the tree bark if you stare at it long enough. But it's a good thing. But the name of the game is balance. You don't want to overanalyze everything. Because when you do that, you don't give the spirit world room to bob and weave. And the Almighty God and the Almighty Goddess explains his herself to no one. We only have one planet left in retrograde, in which we have 12 days left of Uranus retrograde. And that is the planet that is deeply correlated to the Orisha Oya, intuition, shakeups, changes, unexpected things, especially in the areas of spiritual belief. So when you align with the energy of Uranus retrograde, expect things to come about in your life that are going to make you question what you believe, how you believe it, and how you go about practicing. So I know we've all been given religious traditions to practice that have kind of given us a template of connecting with the divine. But as we grow into our own, our relationships with the divine become a lot more personalized. Allow them to. That's the reason why Uranus busts the moonwalk on us, so that we can really examine our spiritual traditions, the way we practice them, so that our connections with the divine can be more organic. If you were born in the house of Aquarius, then this zodiac, this planetary retrograde will affect you more than the other 11 houses. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we are going to get to your Tuesday nightly tarot draw, brought to you by my Kemetic tarot deck. And this one's going to be for the divine masculine, okay? That's just what the Spirit's leading me to do on Tuesdays with the Kemetic tarot deck. And so that's what we're going to be bringing forth. I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, and this is 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And this next clip that I'm about to play is about the blog tour. So I have a series of blogs in which I'll be sharing my poetry, music articles, spiritual messages that are involved with the Mothership. So enjoy the tour as I prepare the reading. This is 222.9 The Mothership, your one-woman radio station for the road less traveled. Beam up. Love and light, beautiful souls. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, coming to you on your Venus-ruled, Neptune-ruled, Oshun-venerated, thank goddess it's Friday. You know, every time I'm on the forecast, y'all know how when I sign up, I always say I got some mojo to cook up, so I gotta go? Well, here's the first bowl of that mojo. You see, the Mothership runs 7 different music rotations for the 7 main Orisha and the planetary alignment. Well, those 7 rotations have 7 free blogs to match. So I'm going to take you on the blog tour. Let's go. Okay, so here is the pin site link that I post on each and every night on the forecast. So I'm going to scroll down and go to Mother Blue Hue's blog, Mondays Only. So take the link there, and voila, Ibashe Yemoja. So we have the Moon Day blog, that's for Yemoja, that deals with dream symbols, moon things, everything that's going on in the Mothership's orbit. And here's a listener here where you can jam as you read, and then you click this link in the middle of the bottom of the blog. Want to see me tomorrow? Join me every Tuesday. Click here. And we go into Tuesday's blog. Voila. Iba Ogun, Ochoosi, Onile. And here's where we're updated on Tuesdays only. And we do the plant magic here. We honor the divine masculine here. And we talk about what's going on the Mothership, music review-wise. And then scroll down to the center, just as you did on blog 1. And click here. And voila, Tuesday goes into Wednesday's blog. Ibashe Oya Yewa Egungun. So here we're going to talk about space, astrology, things pertaining to Oya, and of course the Mothership's music rotations. Then we go into Thursday's blog. And voila, Ibashe Shango Baba Mi. And here is updated every Thursday. We're going to learn about the I Ching here. We're going to teach how to do the I Ching here. And we're going to honor the divine masculine again. Moon days and Wednesdays honor the divine feminine. And we're going to get to Friday's blog, where we honor the divine feminine again in the essence of Oshun. This is Oshun's blog, Ibashe Oshun, Yeye Oshun, Oyinmio. And as you can see, there are already blog articles here that pertain to the tarot and the messages there, the music rotations. Here we're going to be discussing things about relationships, essences of Oshun, ways of love, and of course beauty tips, hence the term war paint. Okay? Click in the middle of the blog to get to Saturday's blog, and we're at Eshu's Crossroad. Ibashe Eshu. This is the blog that's updated only on Saturdays. And this is where we cut all the quasars, we cut all the spiritualism, and we deal with the inner crossroads of our primal essence. So here's where it gets the most uncut, the most unraw. Listener discretion is advised. And click in the center, and we go from Saturday to Sunday's blog, Ibashe Obatala. And here we're going to talk about unorthodox Bible teachings and essences of Oya, purity, patience, and things that are pertaining to the Orisha Obatala. Click his down in the center, and we are right back at Moon Day. So this is the orbit of the 7 blogs, okay? Got to show you a couple more things. Here's a bonus blog, a hidden pocket in the Mothership's orbit. And this one, this link over here, is directly connected to the blog that is strictly dedicated to honoring the ancestors. So here, as you can see, Carl Hampton, and then you have all the diaries from the caravans to the ancestors. And at the bottom of the ancestor blog are links to get to all 7 of the daily Orisha blogs. Come on, work with me, baby. All right. So with these small icons here from the ancestor blog, you can go straight back to Yemoja's blog. From the ancestor page, you can go to Ogun's blog. Okay. Here's Oya's. Come on. Okay. Then you can go to Shango's blog. And you can go to Oshun's blog. And you can go to Eshu's blog. And Obatala's blog. Now, today's Friday, so I'm going to show you something from the Fridaily page that's on all 7 of the main Orisha based blogs. So when you click on any of the actual posts where you read the blog information, down the side, here's a video that shows you what's going on in 222.9, the Mothership's rotation on that given day. Okay? Then, scrolling down the side, here's the link where you can come back to the pin site and get your courses and schedule your readings and all of those other things. Okay. And of course, here's the Instagram, email list, and all the extra goodies that are coming to that particular day. So there's your blog tour here on 222.9 The Mothership, and this brings a visual aspect to 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio. And I created these blogs also for the hearing impaired. Ashe. And there you have it for the blog tour. So enjoy those for all your free reading, and make sure that you tune in at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time each day of the week to hear the audio version of those blogs. Also, sign the email list for more exclusive content that you will not see on social media. Beam up. And we are back. So if you are seeing this video, this reading is for the Divine Masculine. And the first card that popped out was actually the 4 of Scepters inverted. So we're going to start there. And the message of this reading is, if you're seeing this, you may be dealing with a business deal gone bad. And if that's the case, allow it to go bad, so that you can create the space for something good. And what the reading is saying is, allow yourself to release something that is not serving you. It's like you can't ask God for the chocolate cake with your hand still in the cookie jar, if that makes sense. Some of you are getting involved with some really shady people when it comes to business, and they're orchestrating the whole thing to make sure that it works out in their favor and not yours. And the universe is deliberately destroying this business deal, even if it's at the expense of your ego, because that's what's best for you in the long run. What this energy is saying with the Four of Scepters inverted, because this is the scepters or wands, energy conductors, tools used to create things, is turned upside down with the Two of Swords showing right side up. So what this means is that there's some kind of quarrel concerning business as well as love. And that's not necessarily intimate love, but just people that you trusted in your business that you shouldn't have. So what the Two of Swords is saying alongside of the Four of Scepters is that it may feel like the end of the world to let this whole thing go, but it really isn't. This speaks of an upcoming battle coming because somebody is trying to fight you for something that is righteously yours. But when you entangle in the wrong, business endeavors with the wrong people, they're going to try to work things out for their favor and not yours. And that's why the universe is destroying it. So this is a good time to release pride and allow yourself to just cut your losses, because it's like this business deal kind of feels like a shit-filled smoothie, like you're trying to stir around the shit to get to the strawberry instead of throwing the whole cup out and fixing yourself a fresh cup. So what the spirit is saying is whatever this business endeavor is, the action that needs to be taken is the cutting of losses. And to further drive the point home, of course, I always flip the deck. And in flipping the deck, what do you know? We got the Slave of the Cup inverted. And what this means, this speaks to someone that loved and trusted the wrong people, and especially in areas of business. So if you've trusted and loved the wrong people, and that's what's causing these fishy endeavors here that's coming out with this Four Scepters, use your sword to cut the whole thing loose. Because when you do, you're letting the universe know that you're serious about manifesting something better, because good business isn't always about what's turning a profit. It's about what's not bringing you stress. It's about what's not causing you hell. And it's about not being a feeding pit for energetic leeches. Yes, I said that. But I'm a little curious. So as I flip the deck back over, I'm going to move this Two of Swords out the way. Let's just see. I'm going to pull one more. Let's just see what one more has to say. Inverted again, Warrior of the Cup. So what this is probably saying is, because it's two cups, and cups is a suit of love, and then you got a battle, and then you got a business deal gone bad. Fellas, don't get your honey where you get your money. I'm going to leave it at that. Because once the honey goes sour, your pockets will too. So those of you who saw all of this, allow this to be a lesson. Cut your losses. Let your ego take that punch. Get that wisdom and move forward in the light of your new abundance of wisdom. And when you let something bad go, you let the universe know that you're serious about manifesting something better. Ashe. So this is my collective reading for the Divine Masculine. Should you need a personal reading, then by all means, take advantage of that lovely Ogun care package that I put in this video's description box. And I'm going to prepare to wrap tonight's forecast. I'm iiYansaje Muse, and this is Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. A question on the heart is the spirit's thirst for clarity. Readings, consultations, I call them intuitive counseling sessions, but you know what I mean. They're kind of like gumbo or peach cobbler. You may have tried many, but you haven't had mine. I can say I met the divine when I was about 9. Ever since I was 16, I found myself wondering, do I have an invisible "please come tell me your business" sign taped to my forehead? Then one day I was sitting at the bus stop at a crossroad, and I had the audacity to ask the goddess, why was I even sent to earth? And I became an ethereal, intuitive counselor. And the universe has been answering that question over and over again, one phone call at a time, for the last 9 years. From there, in between sessions, I began to relentlessly apply, align, and study the ways of the stars and of the ancients. 3 years in, Orisha priestesshood to Oya came knocking. Hence the Iya in the name iiYansaje, iiYansa, an Oya praise name. Oya is the Orisha who brings radical transformation and change. Make no mistake about it now, baby. I am no soothsayer. I am no fortune teller. I'm not a private investigator. I don't cast love spells. I'm not an emotional punching bag. I'm not a spiritual trash dump. I am not a haven for jinn spirits. I give guidance with clarity, with wisdom, with love, with truth. I unlock keys to your spiritual growth and your highest destiny according to your unique design. Ready for some evolutionary change? Let's talk. And we're back. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I hope you gained some things that will help you align your spirit and get you more geared up to be in the Tuesday's action. Thank you for allowing me to kind of stumble through this forecast as I'm still dealing with the news of the recent passing of OBIDIKE KAMAU. I'm going to dedicate the last 2 songs of this hour to his memory because I do have his poetry here in rotation. So I'm going to play 2 poems of his, those of you that are listening over the Mothership's airwaves. OBIDIKE with Let Us Pray, and OBIDIKE with A God Is Talking to You. If you're listening to this at 9 o'clock, then please stay tuned for my moon nightly vision of what love looks like. If you're listening to this on Tuesday Rising, then stay tuned for the Rising Bimbe to Ogun before we get into the divine masculine groove all day long. Either way, remember that the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This has been your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. forecast. A question on the heart is the spirit's thirst for clarity. Readings, consultations, I call them intuitive counseling sessions, but every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.
We realize that without you, the world, the universe wouldn't even be. We know you're strong, real strong. Stronger than a triple dose of Ajax poured into a bottle of ammonia. Stronger than bodybuilders want to be. Yeah, you're strong. Because you're the force, the source, the place where it all comes together. One. Oh, the lies that have been told in your name. Oh, the souls that have been led astray by conscious and unconscious misrepresentations of you. They taught us to be weak while you would have us to be strong. They taught us to avoid evil while you would have us to attack it. They taught